My ex-girlfriend demanded every single thing back, so I made sure she got every single thing back. My ex, Elena, was controlling in that slow, suffocating way that sneaks up on you. Random phone checks. Cold silences over a thanks to a cashier. Accusations about my own cousin. And I stayed for 2 years because I genuinely believed she would change. The first real break happened after she shoved me during an argument. Not hard enough to leave a mark, but hard enough to make it real. I walked out that night thinking I was done. 3 weeks later, she was outside my place crying, promising she would get help. And like an idiot, I let her back in. We made 2 promises. No alcohol from either of us because when Elena drank, she was not the same person. She would snap, throw things, pick fights over nothing. She swore she was finished with it. And for a while, things were actually okay. We were renting my aunt's place. I was in online college. She worked at a salon. It felt stable for about 8 months. Then the cracks came back. Late nights, weird moods, defensive over the smallest questions. One evening I just asked if she was okay, and she completely exploded. Started screaming that I never trusted her, that I was always accusing her, that I was the problem. It did not even make sense. That was the moment I was truly done. I told her to leave. She grabbed her keys and walked out without a word. I changed the locks the next day. 2 days later, her mom, Carmen, called. She was always kind, so I answered. She explained that Elena was staying with them and needed her belongings. Then I heard Elena screaming in the background. Tell him I want everything, everything I own or bought. Fine. I did not want a single reminder of her in that house anyway. I started packing. Clothes, shoes, makeup, chargers, all of it going straight into bags. That is when I found the first bottle, hidden under the bed. Half-empty vodka. I froze, then I started actually looking. 3 more bottles behind the same bed, 2 empty and 1 barely touched. Her gym bag Atkins buried under her workout clothes. Her purse had a stash of mini bottles. Her winter jacket pockets were stuffed with tiny airplane-sized bottles. A box of old photos Atkins tucked inside. I kept going through the closet, her backpack, every drawer corner. 8 months. 8 months of looking me in the eye and swearing she was sober, while hiding bottles in every corner of that house. The late nights, the mood swings, the fights that came from nowhere. It all made sense now. I counted without even meaning to. 17 bottles. 8 cans. Some empty, some half full, some never opened. Every single one went into a separate trash bag because she said she wanted everything that was hers, and this was definitely hers. By the time I finished, I had 3 bags. One for clothes and shoes, one for her everyday things, and one that was mostly alcohol with a few of her items sitting on top. I texted Carmen that everything was ready, then drove it over. Carmen came outside to help carry the bags into the garage. Elena stayed inside. She did not even come out to face me. Carmen apologized quietly. I nodded, got in my car, and pulled away. My phone rang before I even reached the end of the block. It was Elena. I almost let it go, but curiosity won. The second I answered, she was already screaming. Are you serious right now? You are so petty. What is wrong with you? I stayed completely calm. What are you talking about? She kept going. You know exactly what you did. You tried to embarrass me in front of my mom like that? I let a second pass. Then I said, you told me you wanted everything back. Those bottles were not mine. I figured you might need them. Dead silence. 3 full seconds. Then she completely lost it. I hung up and blocked her on everything. For the first time in 2 years, the quiet finally felt like mine.